Hello, Awakened Intuitives. Welcome back and welcome to any new Awakened Intuitives. Natalie here. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing pretty well. It seems quite hectic. It's summertime, so we're all pretty busy. There's a lot going on with specific cases and quite a few of them. You may know of them, you may not. I wanted to come back to do another reading. This is my second reading on Dylan Rounds, okay? If you don't know who this is, I will post my first reading link in the description below and some information about him, timeline, all of that, okay? And so if you want to watch that, that'd be great. All of this information is for entertainment purposes only. I have written down more information that I got. It's a little long. I will timestamp this so you can skip through it if you want to, and then I will do a prayer and my singing bowl, and then we will begin the read. So thank you for being here. First of all, Dylan Rounds, he's 19 years old, and he went missing on May 28th. Sorry, I believe May 28th. Let me just double check. I've got to make sure I've got all my information correct as possible, because you know how it is with some people, and they may not like that, and you just never know, okay? Let's see. It is believed that he went missing on May 26th, okay, in Montello, Nevada, 2022. Okay, so now let me begin. This is more of the information that I got, okay? So there were two men. Actually, let me timestamp this real fast. Okay, we'll do 1:55. Okay, so Dylan Rounds. There were two men that worked on Dylan's farm other than Dylan. Don and someone else. Later, I found out his name. Dylan might have picked up a hitchhiker, gave him a ride. His name is Chase. Chase has a criminal background and supposedly was just in jail. I've got more information coming. The owner of the Montello Sore Bar, where supposedly Dylan ate last, were supposedly owned by two brothers, Troy and Kurt. Supposedly, there were two people who went to check on Dylan, Don and the other guy, the farmers that worked for Dylan. Don was fired by Dylan days before Dylan disappeared. Don and the other man worked for Dylan's grandfather. Supposedly, they told Dylan's grandmother to not worry about anything. Found the other man's name, and his name is Jim, and he worked and lived on the property. Okay, the bar where Dylan ate and was seen last was the Saddle Sore Bar in Montello, Nevada, owned by Kurt. He has a brother named Troy, who supposedly has criminal history. Their last name is Rodsworth. Supposedly, Troy owns a cowboy bar and cafe in Montello, Nevada. Kurt is said to be about 62 years old, and Troy is said to be about 60 years old. Okay, so this is corrected. Okay, it's been corrected that the Saddle Sore Bar you can't eat at. There's no food. And the other bar, the Cowboy Bar and Grill, is actually where Dylan ate at last. Okay? Anyway, so much weird stuff. It is believed that Kurt owns the backhoe, he demanded to be able to remove it from Dylan's property. It was on Dylan's property. The backhoe, someone said, appeared to show up in the YouTube of Channel Monsters Under Our Bed video footage on the side of the Cowboy Bar and Cafe in Montello. Now it is believed that Kurt called Dylan's mom and said they found Dylan and sent them on a wild goose chase. Candace says she couldn't figure out why Kurt would do such a thing. Candace, Dylan's mother, says Dylan's truck's equipment and trailer is still on the property. This was 3 to 4 days ago, but now, on June 18th, the campers were taken into police custody. Supposedly, there are a lot of drug addicts out in that area and criminal history crime. There was a pond on the farm that authorities had drained, but nothing was found. There is a man named James Terry. He was their former PI, private investigator, and supposedly he was sharing a lot of conspiracy theories and rumors and things like that, so they fired him. Okay, I found that Troy Wadsworth, owner of Cowboy Bar and Cafe, was arrested for domestic violence back in the day. Not sure when. The grain truck was searched His Ford truck that had been possibly pressure washed was checked as best as possible. The family and others touched the truck and moved the truck, so it interfered with the investigation. Actually, the authorities told the family they could take the truck before it was really investigated. Okay? But the driver's seat was moved up enough for Candace to sit and drive, and she was 4'11", and Dylan was 5'11". She said that she had to move the seat up every time she drove the truck. It rained the weekend before, so the truck should have had more mud, spots, rain spots, etc. The wheel wells were not pressure washed, though. So somebody forgot or something, right? The truck was put and left in four-wheel drive when Dylan and his family knew four-wheel drive didn't even work. It was left in four-wheel drive. Okay, this is an added information. There is a dump yard area of Wilkins on US 93. There is a wash full of cars and junk behind where a former service station and motel burned down a long time ago. There are old mines and caves, shafts all over in that area. There was an open grave out in Skull Valley that was dug around June of last year. It is about 15 minutes from the farm off of Bureau Road, I believe. Okay. Equusearch and Rocky is now working with Candace, and they have sent people with drones, but it has been very windy lately out there, so they can't fly them. Dylan's truck, being pressure washed, had to have been driven somewhere else and returned back to Dylan's camper. There were no tire tracks. Dylan's boots were casually thrown next to a dirt pile. A blood spot was found on them. Candace says he wore only one specific brand. The boots showed no sign of damage, not just brand, but the same specific boots. There were no marks, damage, or even weather damage. Supposedly there was evidence showing that there was water coming from the truck bed onto the ground, so some authorities now think the truck was washed on the premises of the farm. Craziness, okay? Supposedly, Candace broke out the window of the truck because it was locked. Supposedly, Dylan had a power washer / pressure washer on the farm. Candace supposedly said that Don, who was fired, and Dylan got into an argument about work being done on the farm, and Don didn't like the way Dylan was doing things. The FBI has gotten involved now because there are multiple states involved: Idaho, Utah, Nevada. It is said that there was a hitchhiker that asked Dylan for a ride. Dylan told his mother about it, but said he did not give the man a ride. This man's name is Chase. Candace said that Chase contacted authorities to give his alibi. Supposedly someone heard that they know for a fact that Dylan gave Chase a ride because people seen Chase in Dylan's truck. I have this one question marked. Another person said they were confused because they thought it was mentioned that Dylan knew Chase, or at least his son, and that Chase's son worked for Dylan. Another question mark. A man named Chris on official Dylan Rounds Facebook group says that they know firsthand that Chase has substance abuse issues. So many things said. It is said that Chase was shoeless and beat up looking, also bloody, and then found out his last name is Chase Venstra. The family has hired a new PI, private investigator. There's a rumor that there was possibly a relationship between Dylan and an older man. I think one of the brothers / bar owners. There is another Facebook page, official Dylan Rounds. It's actually called Find Dylan Rounds official. Kurt said that Dylan was being held by Chase at a specific location. There is a timeline made on Dylan Rounds, and I will list that link in the description below. It's a very good timeline. Hopefully it's all accurate. May 26th, ECSO verified Dylan was in Montello via bank account usage. May 28th, when Dylan called his grandmother and told her he needed to move his seed truck into the shop / shed, it was located 5 miles west of his farm. Kurt used to work for Dylan. It's crazy. Chase was arrested in Davis County, Utah on June 4th on unrelated charges. Now it is said Dylan ate at the Cowboy Bar and Grill because they serve food, not the Saddle Sore Bar. Now the boots were found 100 yards away from the grain truck, not his camper. So it was 5 miles from his camper, 100 miles away from the grain truck. Isn't this just craziness? What is going on? it just seems really odd. So I have many questions. I really want to shout out somebody that's a fairly new subscriber to my channel. She's given a lot of her insight, and she's came up with some questions. I really want to shout her out, but I have not gotten approval. So if you want me to shout you out, I will. Thank you so much. So yeah, I just want to shout you out. Okay, I will wait for your approval. All right, so now let's begin with the prayer and then the singing bowl, and then we will begin the read. I definitely need to keep writing my timestamps down, and hopefully we'll just keep getting more and more information on the case that's accurate. It's really irritating, and no wonder why everybody's so upset and asking so many questions, you know? Okay. All right. Thanks for your patience. Yep, let's begin the prayer. I hope you'll be a part of it. Well, I definitely need to write this timeline down, or the timestamps down. So let's do the prayer at 11:20. Okay, let's begin our prayer, and here we go. Divine protectors and ancestors of the light only, I come to you, and I want to thank you for us all being here today. Thank you so much for the awareness on Dylan's case. Thank you for the information being shared, and more clarification each and every day. I do want to pray for more clarification and answers on his case. I do want to pray and ask that you will guide me through the questions. Help me ask the right questions. I do want to ask that you help us be able to understand the answers that you give us, please. I want to thank you for our abilities and tools that we can each use, that we each uniquely have. I want to ask that you'll enhance our abilities and tools when we need them, to bring clarity, to bring knowledge to this case. I do want to ask for protection, guidance, and safety for me and my family and everybody who's watching, all of our inner and outer lives completely, from this moment onward, this moment forward, for all of our inner and outer lives, protection against anything negative, evil, or unholy in any way, shape, or form. I do want to ask that any ties, cords, attachments, attacks, accusations, hidden agendas, I pray and ask that you'll detach and cut those and block those from our inner and outer lives and send them right back to its source immediately. Thank you for our abilities and tools. Thank you for this prayer. Thank you for me being able to run this channel and our community, our tribe, coming together and working together. I do want to pray and ask Archangel Michael for blanket of protection around our inner and outer lives, of knowledge, truth, protection, safety, and guidance. I do want to thank you so much for this information being corrected in the case. And I do want to pray for answers. Thank you again so much, and amen. Okay. Now we will do the singing bowl. Let's do 14. Let's do 14:10. I have to give myself a couple minutes, or seconds, sorry. A couple seconds. All right, so we're going to do this. 3, 2, 1. All right. Okay. we will begin with a blessing card and get going. Okay. Oh my gosh, there's a breeze and it's blowing my sage and incense all over. I gotta be very careful. Okay, let's pull a blessing card. Begin the read at 15:10. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna knock out any possible previous energy that's been left behind. And the singing bowl was for to cleanse out any lower frequencies or vibrations to bring in the higher vibrations and frequencies, helping connect better to the divine source, our protectors, ancestors of light. So what blessing, possible clues can you give us with our Archangel Michael cards, please? Oracle cards. What blessings, possible clues, please, for Dylan's case? What possible blessings, please? Okay, this says imagination. Thoughts are the building bricks of life. For everything begins with a thought. Add creativity to thoughts and you have imagination. Every castle starts as a castle in the air. Wow. This image is then grounded by architects and builders. That might be important. Builders, architects. We need to write that down. I wonder what possible history some of these people throughout the case may have, if they have any background of work in that area. Okay. The angels are inviting you to use the power of your creative imagination to expand your horizons and picture the life you want. So from the farm, Dylan's farm, the horizon, actually, yes. So, you know what? I'm not sure what farm, or what direction his farm was facing, but I'm thinking west, where the sun sets. For some reason, that just came up. Write that down too. Okay. When you hold a vision, the angels see the clarity of your intention and open doors to help you. There we go. The angel wisdom guides you to decide your desired outcomes. Be certain that you have the purest intentions. Then imagine your dreams and start the process of creation. His dream was his farm. Okay. Affirmation. I picture positive outcomes for the highest good. Oh, way too close. All right, I'm going to set this right here. And I've just got so many questions. I do not know how long this is going to be. Let's get going. Okay, I am going to start off with the Muse Tarot. Okay. Is Dylan on or near the border of Utah and Nevada? That's my first question. Oh, and I need to make sure to get these set up because I like to use these so you can see the cards. Look at them longer if you would like, just see details if needed, you know. Okay, so is Dylan on or near the border of Utah and Nevada? Okay. Knight of Emotions. Huh. Okay, this is the Knight of Cups. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Water. Water. It reminds me of the Great Salt Lake. It's a white horse, and there's a seashell behind him, and there's water. And there's like mountains in the background. And it reminds me of the Great Salt Lake and certain mountains like way in the background. The Knight of Cups. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He gives his emotions and feelings out to others and may get hurt a lot from it. And so he doesn't always finish the race. Okay. I was going to ask, is Dylan on the border of Utah and Idaho? is Dylan on the border of Utah and Idaho? That was standing out to me. We have Muse of Inspiration, which is the King of Wands. Oh, very interesting. A Leo, possible Sagittarius, Aries energy. The King of Wands takes action. He may have an ego, and he always wins. Look at the fire. No, I don't think so. Were there 3 energies involved with Dylan's disappearance? I just keep picking up 3 energies. Were there 3 energies involved with Dylan's disappearance? Wow. We have another king. So this is the Muse of Emotions. Wow. So we've got the Knight of Emotions. Now we have the King of Emotions. King of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Water. And there are 2 women, but it's the same woman split, mirrored, and a boat with a person in it. And there's 3 fish. There's 3 fish. Look. And the King of Cups has very, very deep emotions, possibly hidden emotions. And he's sensitive, sympathetic. More water. That's interesting. We just got 2 kings in a row. And the 3 fish. That's really, I think, significant. Okay. Are there any portals near the area? I'm sorry if you don't believe in this stuff, but I do. I mean, this is my channel. I believe in this type of stuff, but I gotta ask anything that I possibly can on my end. Okay, are there any portals near the area? Are you kidding me? We have another king. 3 kings? You guys, 3 kings? 3 energies? This is confirmation. And I just asked, are there any portals in the area? I don't think this has anything to do with portal. I think this is 3 energies. And there really is no gender in the tarot, but this is 3 energies. We just got 3 kings in the 1 tarot deck. This is Muse of Voices. This is the King of Swords. Wow. And there's 3 people on here. There's 2 women, same woman, split image, and then a smaller person. Just like this one. Wait. Oh, that one too. Okay, see this person in the boat? Right there, just tiny. Okay, and then this one's interesting. There's 2 women, same woman, split mirrored, but there's actually 3 little figure people. So there's 1, 2, 3. And this one shows 3. And there's a boardwalk, and it reminds me like a boardwalk out to the Great Salt Lake. So 1, 2, 3. Wow. That is confirmation for me. Big time. The King of Swords is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. It is, he may be the lawman. He may see things in black and white. He's about truth and justice. It can be the Watchers. Wow. Very interesting. Did Chase have anything to do with Dylan's disappearance? My gosh. We've got 2 cards. 1 flipped over. No, 3 cards. 3 cards. What? I gotta take them back. 3 cards. So the first one that flipped over is 10 of Emotions. 10's usually a no for me. 10 of Emotions is your most emotional, abundant life. This reminds me of the Sun card a little bit. Let's see what else we got. 3 of Emotions. Are you freaking kidding me? My hair. Are you kidding me? 3 of Emotions. This is 3 of Cups. This can be 3 energies. I got this in the last reading. And look, it's 3 people. And there's water. 3 of Cups. And 3 cups can be hanging out, partying, celebration. 3 energies. You guys, we've got to move on. Now we have a knight. Another knight. Interesting. A knight of voices, which is the knight of swords. He is rash. He is reckless. This is a Pegasus. Very interesting. Flying over clouds and mountains. He's rash and reckless. These 3 energies, being rash and reckless. Maybe he's one of those 3 energies. And he seems rash and reckless. He's been seen shoeless, bloody, using substances, just got arrested. Is he one of the 3 energies? Is Chase one? And the Knight of Voices, the Knight of Swords, rash, reckless, quick. Very quick. Okay, did Chase, and his name's Chase, you know? That just reminds me of the Knight of Voices. Okay, did Chase have anything to do with Dylan's disappearance? We have 2 cards. We have the Queen of Inspiration, which is the Queen of Wands. We have a cheetah. The fastest animal? Are you freaking kidding me? What? We have pyramids and sand. And it just reminds me of the sand, the flat desert out there, salt flats. Wow. And it's like her fingers have strings attached. See that? He may just have some strings attached. And then we've got the Magician. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. Manifesting, manipulative. He's the Magician. Could be a wizard. Trying to manifest something. Trying to create something. Alchemy. Number 1. And 1 is new beginnings. Oh my gosh. Wow. Is he being manipulative? Because it reminds me of when he called the authorities himself to give his alibi. Is that the manipulativeness? Let me get another deck. This is crazy. Let's do the Divine Tarot. Wow. I am still like on the 4th question, and I've got so many. I might have to do another part of this. Okay. Why did Chase call authorities to give his alibi? Why did he volunteer his alibi to the authorities? Chase. The Chariot. Cancer energy. This is speed. Action. It can be vehicle. He's in this boat, and these 2 sturgeons are pulling him through the waters. The Chariot is speed, action, and vehicle. Maybe it's because he knows he rode in Dylan's vehicle and he wants to make sure to give his alibi. Is this because he rode in Dylan's vehicle? Truck. Is the alibi because he did ride in Dylan's vehicle? Is Chase's alibi because he rode in Dylan's truck? And I believe Dylan's truck's maroon color. And look at that boat. It's like a reddish color. Did Chase give his alibi because he did ride in Dylan's truck? Look, Magician. Magician. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. Manifesting, trying to create something. Was this because he's guilty in some way? Was this because Chase was guilty in some way? Wow. Was this because Chase was guilty in some way? 7 of Wands. This is defensive. Trying to build up a bubble around yourself to protect you. I want to read this out of the guidebook. Wow. Defensive. This is, okay. This tarot is based off folklore, fairy tales, deities. This is my absolute favorite tarot deck. So this is a John Henry, okay? This is John Henry, Alabama American folktale. The Seven of Wands represents an indomitable force. Against all odds, John Henry stands up for what he believes in and is willing to fight to the bitter end. His courage and resolve is an inspiration even to those who disagree with him. It's endurance, attack, fighting for beliefs, perseverance, mounting a defense. Wow, you guys. Seriously. Wow, we have to move on. We have to move on to the other questions. And I've got more for Chase coming anyway. Okay? All right, this is very crazy. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Okay. You know what? Let me ask one more question. Does Chase know what happened to Dylan? Does Chase know what happened to Dylan? The sun is a yes. The sun is a yes. I think he knows something. This sun is the princess. Oops. Sorry, the sun god Ra. Oh, Egypt, Egyptian deity. The sun is success, birth, confidence after passing through difficult times. Egyptian sun god Ra proves everything is illuminated with optimism and enthusiasm for the path ahead. Satisfaction, accomplishment, joy, luck, vitality. Seriously. Are you kidding me? Does Chase have any involvement with Dylan's disappearance? Does Chase have any involvement with Dylan's disappearance? Does Chase have any involvement with Dylan's disappearance, please? Does Chase have any involvement with Dylan's disappearance? I can't do that many. Sorry. Can I get one card? Does Chase have any involvement with Dylan's disappearance? Okay. Two of Swords. This is difficult decisions, like being blindfolded. Difficult decisions. And look at the fire under the moonlight. Let me read that out of the guidebook. Wow. This is Sita, India, Hindu epic Ramayana. Okay. The Two of Swords represents being stuck between two hard choices. Okay. Sita's decision between Skila and Cherbits is not easy and cannot be made blindly. It calls for self-reflection. Things can only remain balanced for so long before a move must be made. Wow. Wow. Facing fears, a stalemate, denial, opposition, a precarious position. I think he got himself in a precarious situation. All right, we have to move on. Oh, I'm going to get another deck. Okay. All right, here we go. Is Dylan on a border of a farm and another farm? This was the help from one of my new subscribers. Okay. Is Dylan on a border of a farm and another farm? Five of Swords. This is winning at all costs. This is alienating those around them. This reminds me of seclusion. This can be not listening to those around you, blocking them out. I don't think so. Okay. Would there have been blood on Dylan's truck if it wasn't pressure washed? Would there be blood on Dylan's truck if it wasn't pressure washed? 10 of Pentacles. 10's usually no for me. 10 of Pentacles is your most financial abundant life. There's a dog. There's 4 children, a male and a female. It's like their home, their happy life. Okay. Are there any cover-ups happening in Dylan's case from any of the community? Are there any cover-ups happening in the community on Dylan's case? The moon. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho. The moon, Pisces energy. This is hidden, unknown, unseen, secrets, subconscious. Things are being hidden. There's been a lot of questions about that. There's a lot of runaround. There's so much runaround. Why? Why is there so much runaround in his case? From people in the community and stuff? Okay. Wow. Did Dylan get hit from behind? Did Dylan get hit from behind? Did Dylan get hit from behind? What the heck? There's 3 cards down here. 3 cards down here. Did Dylan get hit from behind? We have the Fool, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. Wow. And look, she's about to fall. This can be trusting the fall, taking a leap of faith, spontaneous, adventurous, kind of immaturity. But look, she's about to fall and into the water. Then, we have 6 of Cups. Childhood memories. Don't let your past hold you back. Maybe somebody you've known for a while. And we've got the Hangman. The Hangman. This is a whole new perspective. It can be sacrifice, looking at things differently. Wow. The Fool. We have a lot of major arcana. The Fool and this Hangman. Wow. I think it's somebody he knew. And was it a fall that caused Dylan's disappearance? Was it like a fall? Was it did Dylan fall? Sorry, did Dylan fall? Did Dylan fall? The Hermit, another major arcana. The Hermit's Virgo energy. Look, she's on top of a cliff. This is inner knowledge, hidden knowledge, inner light, wisdom, home life. Wow. Wow. Okay. Hermit. It can be hermiting. And she's on top of the rocks. So did Dylan hit his head on the rocks? On a rock? Did Dylan hit his head on something hard? How about that? Did Dylan hit his head on something hard? Jeez. 6 of Swords. Moving out of troubled waters, moving to more calmer ground, and it can be travel. So maybe it could have been his truck. And look, she's wearing like a red scarf, kind of the color of his truck. Did he hit his head on his truck? My gosh. Did he hit his head on his truck? 10 of Wands. This is putting your burdens down, wanting a restart, a new beginning. And she's traveling. Reminds me of a vehicle again. And look, 3 of Cups again. 3 energies. Got hair in my face. 3 energies. Partying, hanging out. Oh, I've got a question. Okay, was Dylan partying with 2 other people? Okay, I'm going to first ask this. Was Dylan partying? Was Dylan, like, partying? Some kind of partying? Partying? Was Dylan partying? Was Dylan partying? Nine of Wands. Building up a wall, taking action to build up a wall to protect how far you've come. It's like defensive energy. Okay. Let's move on. Are there, oh, sorry. Did Dylan ever use drugs while living on his farm? Did Dylan ever use drugs while living on his farm? Fell again. What the heck? Oh, we've got I can't reach. The Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. The Queen of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, earthly energy, tangible. She is financially well, materially well, possessions very well. She'll turn down a lowball offer. She's got confidence, and she may have an attitude. And then we've got the Ten of Cups. This is your most emotional, abundant life. Happiness. Can be family. Emotional, feeling well. And 10's usually no for me. I don't think so. Okay. Let's move on to another deck. Millennium Thoth Tarot. They keep moving forward. Why do they keep moving forward? There we go. Okay. All right. Did Dylan go missing the day he last spoke to his grandmother? We just need to clarify. Okay, did Dylan go missing the day he spoke to his grandmother? The last day he spoke to his grandmother. Did he go missing that day? Those just really wanted to come out. Princess of Wands, which is a Page of Wands. There's a tiger. It's fire. She's holding a wand with a sun on it. So I believe that's a yes, the sun. And the Page of Wands is something new, a new action to take. A new passion. There's a new action. Oh, and there's a ram on this pillar with this bowl of fire. Aries energy. Gotta cover her up. Oh, I didn't cover her up. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. I gotta put her backwards, okay? And now we have the Queen of Pentacles again. Queen of Pentacles again. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And there's a ram on here, and she's got ram horns. Aries energy? Again? Like my last reading? She's that confident, maybe snooty, snotty. She will turn down a lowball offer. She's financially, materially well off. Okay. This may be his grandmother's energy. Okay. Was the pressure washer used on the truck, the one on his farm? Was the pressure washer used, the one on his farm, for the truck? Was the pressure washer on the farm used for the truck? Was the pressure washer on the farm used on the truck? One card's upright. Death? Really? Death is Scorpio energy. This is death, rebirth, changes, regeneration, death. And there's a scorpion. Has his hand out, and it's like this DNA. What? And it's a skeleton dude, figured skeleton dude, with some kind of like fish wrapped around his head and down his back. And he's holding a sword and it's down towards the ground. And there's like bubbles of water. I want to read this out of the guidebook. For sure. I'll hold it up for you while I read this. Because I want to know if it was the pressure washer on his farm that was used on his truck. This is very interesting. Where is it? Almost there. Okay. Oh, they call it none. Okay. Here we go. The agent of death stands shrouded in a dark cloak. He wears a fish headdress, giving a nod to historical resurrection cults. Ooh, wow. The skeletal figure wields a sword. A strand of DNA coils down from his hand to the ground. A scorpion scurries on the ground, connecting this card to the astrological sign of Scorpio. Sperm and eggs hover from the top of the card down the length of the... What? I think they may need to check that pressure washer on the farm. Okay. Hover from the top of the card down the length of the sword, reminding of the potential for life event when death is ever present. The sword itself has a caduceus wrapped around it, tying this card back to the god Hermes. A time of transition is at hand. This stage of your journey is ending. Rebirth and resurrection are intertwined. When one thing ends, another begins. Strange. What? What is this? What is this about? What is this death card about? Connected to the pressure washer. 10 of Cups. Your most emotional, abundant life, home, family. The farm was his home, and it's got this like red lotus flower in the top of the card. Reminds me of his truck. And look at the water is spraying down in each freaking cup. I think that might have been the pressure washer used. Okay. And then now we have the Hierophant. Interesting. Taurus energy. This can be conformity, rules, establishment. He holds the key. This can be church. This can be religion, a leader. It can be an enlightenment, spiritual enlightenment. Let me read this out of the guidebook. I think that may be the pressure washer used. And the Hierophant's number 5, right? Or 10. I'm so bad with numerals. I need to learn them better. No, it's number 5. Yes, I'm right. Cool. 5 is change and challenges. Okay. So the Hierophant. Okay. A spiritual ruler sits on a throne bearing 2 elephant heads. These connect the card to Indian equivalent of Taurus. The Hierophant wears orange vestments. The pentagram prominently displays the ideals of the elements and their use in mystery, tradition, and instructions. The 4 masks in each corner represent aspects of various mystery schools. The Hierophant holds a 3-ring scepter. 3-ring scepter. Yeah, 3. Okay. In his right hand, his left hand is open and gestures downwards, receptive to receiving information. The alchemical symbol for earth rests on a disc at his feet. Behind him is a stained glass representative of the Hermetic Rose Cross and an Ouroboros, receptive to knowledge from a higher source. Awaken to understanding, connect to your divine guardian angel. Yeah. I think that pressure washer may be the one used. So, did Dylan pressure wash his own truck? We forgot Art. And wow, there's a lion and there's an eagle. There's a golden bowl of liquid water. And there's like a sun symbol behind her head. Very interesting. Art. And it's represented by Samek. Look at this. A feminine figure stands next to a cauldron. Divine energy pouring into the vessel. A crown of sunlight radiates from her head. One half of this woman is light, the other is darkness. The right half emanates golden divine energy, which pours down in blue waters. I think he pressure washed his own freaking truck, maybe, of the pot. The left half pours forth blue energy into the orange liquid. The golden cauldron is etched with the alchemical symbols for water and fire. Sitting in front of this cauldron appears the lion and eagle. The yellow circle behind this woman displays the motto of the alchemist. This lion could represent somebody, could be a Leo energy, and this eagle could possibly represent somebody, something that flies. Okay. Viscera interferera. Rectificando evenis occultum lapidum, or visit the interior parts of the earth. Oh, they need to probably look into the ground more. Okay, by rectification thou shalt find the hidden stone. Oh my gosh. Wow. Construct the elements of your life from opposing elements. Focus your attention to bring forth your will. Transform your spiritual life. That's crazy. Wow. Alrighty. Okay. Another deck. Tarot of a Moon Garden. Okay, was a truck pressure washed on his farm, like they believe, because they noticed water pouring down from the back at one point onto the ground. So was the truck pressure washed on Dylan's farm? Was the truck pressure washed on Dylan's farm, please? Was a truck pressure washed on Dylan's farm? Judgment. Water. Judgment is yes. This is the most yes card out of the entire tarot. Judgment can be made a decision. It's represented by Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Water. Energy. There's dolphins. There's 3 people. I have never even noticed that. There's a man and a woman and then somebody else hiding. And then 2 angels blowing their horns. So see the man, the woman. Now look at this person right there. 3 energies. I believe it was definitely pressure washed on his farm. Okay. Did Dawn and Jim go back to fight with Dylan because of revenge? Did Dawn and Jim go back and fight with Dylan? Look at 8 of Staffs, which is 8 of Wands. This is swift, quick communication. Or just swiftness and quickness. And Wands is action. But this usually represents a possible communication. Swift, quick, and possible communication. And we've got 4 of Cups. Overlooking, dismissing something, possibly ignoring. And there's 3 cups in the background and 1 cup in front of her. They may have felt dismissed and ignored, not acknowledged. Okay. Did they abruptly show up on Dylan's farm to argue? Did they abruptly show up on Dylan's farm to argue? Ace. Aces is yes. Oh my gosh. Ace of Staffs, which is 8 of Wands, or Ace of Wands. Wow. This can be taking action. Yep. Oh my gosh. There's so many people that you question that could possibly be involved. The heck? Okay, I've got to ask, did Dawn and Jim and Chase? Let me get another tarot deck. If judgment pops out, we're like, oh yeah, for sure. And could get an ace. Could get the sun card. I'm going to ask, did Dawn, Jim, and Chase show up on Dylan's farm? That was quick. Really? We got a 3 of Pentacles. 3. And it says recognition. Recognition for their hard work. Pentacles is financial, tangible things. Oh my gosh. I need a second. There's something about 3 energies. Oh my gosh. Was there a physical fight between Dawn and Dylan? Was there a physical fight between Dawn and Dylan? My house just creaked because of the breeze. And we got the beeping, and it just stopped. Okay, did Dawn and Dylan have a physical fight before Dylan disappeared? Did they have a physical fight before Dylan disappeared? Barely caught it. 7 of Pentacles. It says faith. 7 of Pentacles is planting those seeds. Planting seeds. More pentacles. More tangible things. Did Chase and Dylan get in a physical fight before Dylan disappeared? Did Chase and Dylan get in a physical fight before Dylan disappeared? Two Pentacles. There could have been 2 people fighting with him. Okay, 2 Pentacles. It says on here, ambition. More Pentacles. 3 cards with Pentacles. This can be juggling, imbalance, intoxication. Okay, let me ask this. Did Jim, Dawn, and Dylan get in a physical fight? Did Jim, Dawn, and Dylan get in a physical fight? Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. She's a seer. She's kind. It says kindness. There's a little river and a salmon and a white polar bear. She's the seer. She's motherly. She's nurturing. She's sympathetic, empathetic. I don't know. There's 3 energies on here, though. Oh my gosh. The fish, the woman, and the bear. Oh my gosh. Come on. Come on. I got more questions. Okay. Let's move on. Why did Kurt tell Candace they found Dylan? Why did Kurt tell Candace he found or they found Dylan? Why did Kurt tell Candace that? That they found Dylan? Why did Kurt say that? Why did Kurt say that to Candace? That he found Dylan? Why did Kurt tell Candace that he found Dylan? 4 Wands. It says happy occasions on here. 4 Wands is, it can be justice. And it can be home, family, structure, and stability. okay. Why did Kurt say that Chase was holding Dylan hostage? Why did Kurt say that? 8 of Wands. Yes, communication. Yes, communication. Yes. Okay. Yes, we know. Was it just to communicate because he's a seer and it was about justice? Was this to distract the family and the authorities? Was this to distract the family and the authorities? We almost had 2 cards pop out and they went right back in the deck. Was this from Kurt to distract the family and authorities, saying that Chase was holding Dylan hostage? Was this a distraction? Was this a purposeful distraction? I keep changing my question. Was this purposeful that Kurt said Chase was holding Dylan hostage? Was this purposeful on him then? Was this on purpose? That Kurt said this about Chase and Dylan. Something's up, you guys. The Emperor. Wow. Mature. This is a male influence, the divine masculine. Aries energy. He's in control. He always wins. He may have an ego. He's like a leader. Solid, reliable. And what else do we have? The Fool. Wow. New beginnings. There's like a wolf on the card. Or a dog. Looks like a wolf. New beginnings, spontaneous, adventurous, lack of realism. Interesting because the Emperor says mature, right? And the Fool is a bit immature. Oh my gosh. Does Kurt and his brother have anything to do with Dylan's disappearance? Eight of Swords, it says restriction. 8 of Swords, it's mental imprisonment. Feeling completely tied up in your head. And we have 5 of Swords, conflict. Wow, conflict. 5 of Swords can be the winning at all cost. Winning at all cost. Oh my gosh. I feel like we are being see, look at this. Communication issues. We've been all pushed and shoved in all these different corners and on this roundabout rat race. Distractions, possibly. Something's up. Something's up. The heck is going on? Okay, I've got more questions for them. Did Kurt and Troy have any bad blood with Dylan? Did Kurt and Troy have any bad blood with Dylan? Did Kurt and Troy have any bad blood with Dylan? First one, 4 Wands. Home, family, structure, stability, justice. They worried about their stability. And Six of Cups. That's that childhood memories. Don't let your past hold you back. Possible family or somebody you've known for a while. So to me, this Four of Wands is home and family. Could possibly be Kurt and Troy that are brothers. Okay, we did get that Six of Cups earlier on. So, did they have bad blood with Dylan, please? Did they have bad blood with Dylan, please? Did Kurt and Troy have bad blood with Dylan? Three of Cups. Oh my gosh. You've got to be kidding me. 3 cups, and there's 2 male and 1 female. And I was going to ask this exact question. Was there 2 male and 1 female that know something? 3 cups. Celebration, hanging out, partying. They're mermaids, water, 3 energies. And then, and I was just going to ask and write down this question. Sorry. It feels like there's multiple energies that know what happened. It really does. Some may just know about it and aren't saying anything and didn't really do something, but they know. We also have 10 of Swords. Look at that. Betrayal. And look, 2 men. 10 of Swords in the back. Betrayal. And we have 2 Pentacles. 2 is financial, material, possessions. 2 Pentacles is that juggling imbalance. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. We're already over an hour. And I still have more questions. Okay, does Aiden's case have any connections to Dylan's case? Does Aiden's case have any connections to Dylan's case? Whoa. Queen of Cups, the seer. The Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. She's a seer. She's the nurturer. She's motherly. She's sympathetic, empathetic, caring. Is there for others? No, I don't think so. Okay, does Jesse's case have anything to do with Dylan's case? Does Jesse's case have anything to do with Dylan's case? Four of Pentacles. Holding back, greediness, holding on too tightly. 4, home, family, structure, stability. No, I don't think so. Okay, here we go. Did Dylan have a relationship with a woman? Did Dylan have a relationship with a woman before he disappeared? Did Dylan have a relationship with a woman before he disappeared? That won't do. Can I get one card, please? Did Dylan have a relationship with a woman before he disappeared? Wow. We've got the Star, Aquarius energy. This is channeling vulnerability, a wish heard to the universe. And look, she's a woman. And we've got 10 of Wands. Packing your bags, wanting to put your burdens down, and wanting a restart. Ooh. Okay. I said, if so, was she married? That looks like a possible yes, and he wanted it out of it. Is this right? Was he in a relationship and he just wanted out of it? Did he end this relationship? Did he end this relationship? Three of Wands. I think he was making plans to end a relationship. If he was in a relationship with a woman, was she married? Was she married? Six of Wands. This is victorious, recognition, spotlight. Six is love. No, it's not. Six is health, wellness, daily routines, and boundaries. Boundaries. Were there boundaries? That reminds me of, like, don't infiltrate with marriage. Oh! That incense is already out. My sage is already out. Wow. Let me light that again. Carefully. Come on, breeze. Go away. Okay, now I've got to ask. I've got to ask. I'm sorry if it bothers you. But if it's true, that's fine, okay? Did Dylan have a relationship with a man before he disappeared? Did Dylan have a relationship with a man before he disappeared? The moon. Pisces energy. This is hidden, unseen, unknown. Subconscious secrets. Oh, wow. So was this a man that was married? 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 Wheel of Fortune? Fate, destiny, karma, cycling through karmic lessons. Endings and beginnings. The wheel is turning, and fortune. It could be possible money. The wheel reminds me of a ring. Oh my gosh. It's another wild goose chase, you guys. Not cool at all. Not cool. Okay. Was Dylan just being kind and generous to someone and they took advantage of him? Was Dylan just being kind and generous and they just took advantage of him? I got the star. Aquarius energy, vulnerability. Can be channeling a wish heard to the universe. Wow. You know what? Dang it. I'm going to grab my guidebook for that. It's just right here. It's called Tarot of Dreams. I want to read this out of the guidebook. Oh, I just went right to it too. Calmness, a meditative state. quieting the mind so that one may gain clarity, hope, seeing the next appropriate step. After the frying pan of the devil and the fire of the tower, the fool at this point surely deserves some comfort. Oh, gotta cover her up. Okay, good. And in the star, he gets it. In this gentle, serene picture, a nude woman pours water from 2 pitchers. In the traditional image, water flows from one pitcher into a stream, and from another pitcher onto the land on which the woman kneels. On the Tarot of Dreams card, the woman instead hovers over a boundless body of water, and rainbow streams emerge from her picture. Rainbow, rainbow, rainbow. Is that rainbow pride? Let's ask. Was he interested in the other sex? Was he interested in the other? Your vehicle. Okay. Was Dylan interested in the same sex? Sorry. We've got 8 of Cups. This is walking away. Walking away. Could have been walking away from a relationship or somebody. And we've got Knight of Swords. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. This is rash and reckless and quick movement. He's all armored up. This is just crazy. It's mind-blowing. Come on, come on. Please bring us clarity. I think we're getting somewhere, but it's a lot of information. And I think a lot of energies that know something. Okay, let's move on. Was Dylan worried about pissing off Dawn because he fired him? Was Dylan worried about pissing off Dawn because he fired him? Because in my first reading, I asked if he was worried before he disappeared. That was my very first question. And I got 9 of Swords. That's totally anxiety, depression in your head. Can't eat, can't sleep, can't think. So was Dylan worried about pissing off Dawn because he fired him? Was Dylan worried about Dawn because he fired him? 3 of Cups. I have never had this before. 3 of Cups. 3 energies. This could be Dylan and the 2 other men. Oh, this is driving me crazy. Because we have Kurt and Troy. We have Chase. And then we have freaking Dawn and Jim. Oh. And there's 2 masks. Gosh dang. Gosh. That reminds me of like a masquerade ball. Something like that. Let me see if I can find 3 cups. Real quick. Good times, celebrations, parties, good fortune, forced cheer, excessive partying, overindulgence. Okay. Is Dylan near the Great Salt Lake? Whoa, that went underneath my little altar. The tower? Wow. I know Lucin is west of the Great Salt Lake. I should have checked how many miles. But it shouldn't be too far. The tower. Lightning striking. Crumbling of the foundation. Nothing will ever be the same. A shock. Jeez. The tower. A sudden revelation of the inadequacy of our thoughts, attitudes, assumptions, and worldviews, creative inspiration, realization of a new way to solve a problem. Traditionally in the tarot, the Tower card always meant calamity and destruction. This interpretation is confirmed by the usual image of two people falling headfirst through the air from a lightning blasted tower. In the Tarot of Dreams, the hapless victims are absent, which is one indication that we need to take a deeper look at this dramatic card. In the previous cards, machinery and architecture. Remember, in the very beginning, we've got architects and builders. I had a feeling to remember that. And look, the Tower. Architects and builders, okay? Machinery and architecture have been used to symbolize the complex structures created by our conscious minds or egos. On this card, the tendency of these structures to feed on themselves and grow even more complicated is taken to its logical conclusion. A towering edifice looming over the landscape, dwarfing trees and other natural elements. Likewise, our minds often create even more intricate rationalizations that in the end entrap us quite as much as the devil does with his desires and ambitions. Sorry, movie. On the largest dome, we can see a repeating heart-shaped design. These hearts symbolize both positive and negative emotions. We often distinguish between thoughts and emotions, but in actuality, many of our emotions are based on assumptions made by our intellect. The Tower is built of gold, symbolizing how materialistic and acquisitive, I cannot say it, acquisitive our conscious minds are. The Tower seems secure, just as our thoughts and our attitudes seems rock solid to us. In fact, they may be built on very shaky assumptions indeed. They are the result of years and years of classification, which can only be penetrated by intense self-examination or by a flash of inspiration. And that is what this card is really about, a lightning flash of revelation in which the true nature of our thoughts, attitudes, and worldviews is seen for what it is, a poor construct of the mind based on faulty assumptions. The old interpretation of calamity is still valid, because emotionally this kind of awakening can feel like quite the disaster as we watch our cherished assumptions, attitudes, and biases go up in flames. Another valid interpretation would be a flash of inspiration. This meaning fits well with the above interpretation, because usually creative inspiration connotes something radically and excitingly different, as in the case of an artist who paints a scene in a way which no one has quite done before. In this interpretation, maybe one of them farmers did painting or something like that on the farm or something. I don't know. Okay. And of course, I'm like lost. Okay. As in the case of an artist who paints a scene in a way which no one has quite done before, in this interpretation, as in the previous one, the status quo is ripped away in order to allow for a new perspective. And of course, the inspiration needed be only artistic. You may have a sudden realization of a new way to handle a problem at work or difficulty in communicating with someone. Okay. In other words, the proverbial light bulb over the head. The shaft of sunlight. Shaft? There's mines and shafts out there. Wow. Of sunlight, which beams down across the card, gives us a pause for optimism and prefigures the major arcana card. Sun. Okay. The Hebrew letter Peh means mouth. One function of a mouth is for speech. Speech and communication are some of the ways we get so tangled up in our own cleverness that we start to topple over like the Tower of Babel. Astrology. Mars is the planet of rage, conflict, war, which all serve to break down the status quo. There was something else I was going to write down to ask. That shaft, we know about that. That's interesting. Let me write that down. Oh, come on, pen. Dylan in shaft. Okay, and then there was something else. Okay, well. Okay, I'm not sure. All right. The Tower. Wow. Crazy. And that was to ask if he was near the Great Salt Lake. Okay. Is Dylan near? That was my very next question. Look, I'll show you. So right here, is Dylan near the Great Salt Lake? Then we've got, is Dylan near mines or shafts? Hopefully you can read my writing. All right, let's ask. Is Dylan near mines or shafts? That was quick. The Hangman. Looking at things differently, a whole new perspective. He's upside down, and it can be sacrifice. And he has a sun tattoo on his back. Downwards, down, down. Is he in a shaft? Is Dylan in a shaft? Wow, that flew. The wheel, fate, destiny, cycling through karmic lessons. The wheel, a hole? And there's dolphins on here. Maybe a shaft near the Great Salt Lake. Or somewhat near. Wow. Wow. Alrighty. Okay. So many questions. I think this is the most questions I've had on any case. Yep. And we're almost at 1:30, an hour and 30 minutes. Wow. Does Jim, the farmer worker who lived on the property, know what happened? Does Jim, the other farm worker, know what happened to Dylan? Does Jim, the worker who lived on the property, know what happened to Dylan, please? Jim. Does he know what happened to Dylan? Does Jim know what happened? Went under my altar again. Under. Justice. Wow. Libra energy. The scales. Karma. Balance. Equal. Trying to balance. He's balancing the scales. Wow. Libra is an air sign. Oh my gosh. There's just so many people. All right. Let's see. Did Dylan hang around any of the drug addicts? Did Dylan hang around any of the drug addicts? King of Swords. Air sign. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Interesting. I don't think so, because he's about truth. He's about justice. It can be the lawman. Sees things in black and white. No, I don't think so. Good boy. Good boy. Young man. Okay. Did someone plan on robbing Dylan and Dylan fought back? Queen of Coins. Interesting. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. She's the most abundant queen. Financially, materially, possessions. Possibly. Big possibility. Was it about money? Was Dylan's disappearance about money? Was Dylan's disappearance about money? Was Dylan's disappearance about money? Under the altar again. Chariot. Cancer energy. Water. It can be a vehicle. Speed and action. It can be inner warrior. Mixing opposing energies well. There's two horses and one man steering them. Did a female drive Dylan's truck? Did a female drive Dylan's truck? Knight of Coins. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. He's the dark horse. He always finishes the race. Can be a business offer or a deal about possessions, finances, or material things. And he's very determined. And we've got 6 of Cups. It had to have been somebody he really knew well. We've got this for the 3rd time. Childhood memories, your past. Somebody you've known for a long time. Possibly a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy that always finishes the race. I'm going to get another deck. Wow. Didn't answer though about females. Yeah, let me get another deck. We'll use the easy turn. Was it a male who drove Dylan's truck? Was it a male? I just seen the sun. Okay, was it a male who drove Dylan's truck, please, before, or was it a male who drove Dylan's truck because the seat was moved up? Ah, I caught it and I'm bending it with my freaking legs. Oh, the lovers. The lovers. It's a male and a female. Water, there's dolphins. The lovers is a relationship. It can be 2 energies. It could have been a male and a female. Let's ask. She's covered up, so I'll put it right there. Was it a male and female who drove Dylan's truck? 9 of Wands. Oh, anxiety, depression. Nope. Sorry. 9 of Wands is taking action to build up a wall to protect how far you've come. Okay. Why did Chase want to give authorities? Oh, wait, I already asked that. Oh, okay. Did Chase give his alibi to hide any involvement? I don't even know. Did I ask that? The world's fate, destiny, cycling through karmic lessons. No. Gosh. The world is fulfillment. It is completion. It is endings and beginnings. So I think he wanted to complete that as soon as possible to cover himself. Okay. Was this to cover up any involvement? Was this to cover up any of involvement? Was this to cover up any involvement? 2 of Swords. We got that with him last time. 2 of Swords. Difficult decisions. Difficult decisions. Blindfolded. Difficult decisions. Oh. Okay, was Kurt trying to pin or distract authorities with what he said about Chase holding Dylan hostage at a location? Was Kurt trying to pin or distract authorities onto Chase? Let's ask this again. Was Kurt trying to pin and distract this onto Chase? Oh, Temperance. Wow. Angel guidance. Temperance is divine timing. Mixing of cups can be celebration. She's got a cup of fire and a cup of water. Looks like the cup of water is pouring into the cup of fire. Huh. Interesting. Temperance. Archangel Michael. Angel guidance. I want to read this out of the guidebook as well. Let me grab the guidebook. Sorry, I should have all this right here. Shouldn't I? Mm-hmm. Temperance. Temperance. I gotta go in the back, I think, for this one. Okay. All right, so we've got temperance. Wow. Yeah, I think he's trying to pin and distract them for sure. Okay, she's kind of covered, but I'll cover a little bit more. Okay. It says, a heavenly figure shrouded in stars carefully pours water from a golden cup to a fire to a silver cup of water. Ah, okay. Here we have the integration of opposites. Silver represents the subconscious and gold the conscious. Fire and water also bring opposite elements. It shows the constant flow and balance necessary to attain harmony. Ha ha ha! Ha! Kurt. Interesting. Sometimes referred to as alchemists. This card shows opposites being blended successfully. I'll read the interpretation. Temperance represents moderation, having patience, the ability to compromise to find satisfactory solutions. Seriously. Diplomacy and cooperation and balanced emotions. It is a card of successfully integrating opposite forces. With harmony and compatibility, it suggests a perfect union and also represent a receptive environment for reconciliation to take place. Where justice represents balanced thought, temperance stands for balanced emotions. Always a lovely, gentle card when it appears in readings. The temperance angel often brings healing. Wow. Come on. Come on now. Seriously? I think we'll be good doing that. Seriously? They need to be speaking to that guy about what the heck he was claiming. Like, that's a massive claim. Okay, was this to cover up his involvement? Was this to cover up his possible Was this to cover up his possible involvement? The star. The star. Aquarius energy. Channeling. Wish her to the universe. It can be star being presence. Light being presence. Where are we? Well, now I'm lost. Come on, come on, come on. The star. Yeah. I gotta ask again. Was Kurt and his brother involved? And yeah, was Kurt and his brother involved? Okay, the star. I've got to cover her up. And it can be vulnerability too. So a bright star illuminates a young woman as she pours water from her 2 pitchers. The pitchers are gold, representing the conscious, while the water represents the subconscious. The woman brings renewal, as water is life-giving. She provides harmony and balance to both the physical and the emotional plane. She sits within the pool of water, representing the emotions. But we can see from the star on her forehead that her thoughts are illuminated. Her naked state represents truth. Oh, truth! Truth! Yes! Truth, that's right. Okay, traditionally, stars are a good omen representing hope, peace, and faith. From the night sky, stars can be used to find our way home, so they are seen as a helpful guide on a pathways through life. All right, let's ask. Was Troy and Kurt involved with Dylan's disappearance? Was Kurt and Troy involved with Dylan's disappearance? King of Pentacles. There's so much traffic going through here. I don't know why. Usually there's not that much traffic. Okay, King of Pentacles. Okay, this reminds me of them because they are like business owners, right? So King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And they're solid, reliable, knows a hard day's work. Financially well off, materially well off. It can be about lineage. Oh my gosh. Did Kurt and Troy hurt Dylan? Did Kurt and Troy hurt Dylan? Kurt and Troy hurt Dylan. Did Kurt and Troy hurt Dylan? Please, did Kurt and Troy hurt Dylan? We have 3 cards. First one. 7 of Swords. Oh, liar, cheater, thiefer, strategic and sneaky. Look at all the swords they're trying to steal. Oh. Oh. And we have Ace. Ace of Pentacles. Aces is usually, yes, we have a ferret. And it looks like he's kind of sneaking around the rocks. Ace of Pentacles, it's that planting that very first seed to build everything that you want financially, materially. And the last one is the Magician. The Magician, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, manifesting, manipulative. He's an older man on this card. There's a green planet behind him. I wonder what that represents. Neptune or something? Let's read the Magician out of this guidebook. I'm leaning towards them. Troy and Kurt. The Magician. Number one. The Magician is number 1. And we just had Ace. Ace is a 1. New beginning. The Magician. Oh my gosh. Look at him too. Look at his face. The Magician looks directly at us with a concentrated gaze. Before him, we see the 4 elements of the tarot represented. The tools of his trade, magically and mysteriously suspended in the air, which he has mastered through dedication and concentration of will. A bright light emanates from above his head. He is a link between... Ah! I keep thinking of Kurt. Ah! Oh my gosh. A bright light emanates... Oh, sorry. I already did that one. He is the link between heaven and earth that brings forth the manifestation of matter. We are aware that we are in the presence of a master with fine-tuned abilities and skill. The number 1 represents creative potential and power, the beginning. Wow. The interpretation. The Magician's message is to inform you that you have all the skills and ability required to handle a task well and bring it to a successful conclusion. Just like the Magician, you must apply yourself with concentration and willpower in order to succeed, but you'll have to have all the potential to do so. This is a time for action and initiative in any new ventures. You need to have confidence that you are indeed heading in the right direction. Yeah. I think this is the right direction. Yep. Please let me know what you think, because this has been a whirlwind. Seriously. A whirlwind. I just want to know if there's another energy. It just could be them 2 and Dylan. Let's ask, is this 3 energies? Kurt, Troy, and Dylan. Is it these 3 energies, Kurt, Troy, and Dylan? Is it Kurt, Troy, and Dylan with these 3 energies? We got 2 cards. Queen of Swords. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. She's about truth and justice. She will cut through to the truth, cut through nonsense. She protects her emotions. Justice. Truth. Even more so. And the 9 of Cups. This can be overindulgence. There's 3 energies on this card. There's a man and 2 freaking rats or mice above him on the beam. This possibly could be Troy and Kurt and Dylan, the 3 energies. And a 9 of Cups can be a wish heard to the universe. All right. Next deck. I can't believe we're in this an hour and 45 minutes. Wow. All right. Let me move these. Okay. Let's keep moving on. Does Dylan's bank account usage have any significance? Does Dylan's bank account usage have any significance? 5 of Swords. This is alienating those around you. It can be winning at all costs. 5 is changes and challenges. Swords can be communication and words. With the phone that they have activated, a new phone that's connected to Dylan's, because they couldn't find it, they activated a new phone. So are they going to find anything important on the phone? 10 of Swords now. 10 Swords in the back, betrayal. 10's usually no for me, though. I don't know if they will. Okay. Was Dylan harmed from his shop/shed? Was Dylan harmed at his shop/shed? Ugh. 2 of Swords now. We have a lot of swords. 2 of Swords is the difficult decisions. Maybe there are 2 different places. Was this at his camper? Did he get harmed at his camper? Son of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords. Reckless and rash and very quick. Okay, and we've got, Are you kidding me? The 6 of Cups again. Somebody you've known for a while. Childhood memories. Don't let the past hold you back. Wow. Okay, was he attacked at his shop shed? Was Dylan attacked at his shop shed? Was he attacked at his shop shed? Because it was like 5 miles from his camper. Whoops. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the very first 3 cards that I actually can tell what they are. There's a bunch that flipped over. So the first one is the Devil. Capricorn energy, strings attached. It can be addiction, possessions, negativity, malevolence, abuse. And then the next one I seen was the Hierophant. This is the conformity, rules, establishments, the spiritual or religious leader holding the key to the secrets. And the third one I seen is the Wheel of Fortune. There's an owl. Look, the very first one was the owl too. Or that one was an owl. That can be the Watchers. And there's an owl here. The Wheel of Fortune, it can be about money, possessions, material things. The Wheel of Fortune is fate, destiny, cycling through karmic lessons. The wheel turning. Oh, and look, I'm going to pull the last one. And it is 3 of Swords. 3-way heartbreak. 3 swords in the heart. Wow. Okay. Was Dylan taken from his shop shed? Was he taken from the shop shed? Was Dylan taken from the shop shed? The High Priestess. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. It's a white tiger. Water, cups, emotions, feelings. She who knoweth but does not speak. She holds the information. It's like the Hierophant with the key. Holds the information. Maybe that shop shed holds a lot of information. This can be psychic visions. She has a crystal ball. She can channel. This is so interesting. Okay. May 28th, 10 p.m. Chase was seen on camera 200 miles away from Lucin. Did he get a ride out that way? Did Chase get a ride out that way on May 28th? Did Chase get a ride out that way? Okay. 10 of Wands. This is packing your bags, wanting to get a restart, a new beginning. Okay. Is this because he knew of what happened to Dylan? Is this because he knew what happened to Dylan? Ten of Swords. Again, betrayal. 10 swords in the back. 10 can also be a no for me. What going on? All right. Okay, let's see. I was going to ask one more question about him. Was Chase used by somebody else with Dylan's disappearance? Was Chase used in any way for Dylan's disappearance? I know that Kurt told a lie about him. Maybe Kurt and Troy took Chase and used him to do some dirty work about Dylan and to Dylan. Look, laid to rest, 4 swords. And look at the lamb, the innocent lamb, and look at the sunlight on the lamb's forehead. Are these the 3 energies? Is it Chase, Kurt, wow, and Troy? The very first one is an Ace of Swords. Aces is yes. Swords, communication, words. Ace of Swords can be clarity, truth. The truth sword. And now we've got a lot. We got this last time. This is the 6 of Swords. Moving out of troubled waters, moving to more calmer ground, and it can be travel. We got this last time. And now we have the Daughter of Cups, which is the Page Cups. It can be a stinky offer. Stinky offer. Okay, oh my gosh. Look, 5 of Wands. Battles, fighting, struggling, arguing, war. We have Judgment, made a decision. Yes, Judgment. Yes. And now we have 4 of Wands. Home, family, structure, stability, justice. Okay. Did Kurt and Troy offer Chase something? Now we have the Daughter of Swords. This is the Page of Swords. Look at the Watchers, and it's moving to more solid ground with ideas and plans. Plans made. Did they offer Chase money? Did Kurt and Troy offer Chase money? Look. The sun. Oh my gosh, I'm like just mind blown. We're on to something. I swear, because I could not let go Chase, and I could not let go of Kurt and Troy. And I thought Dawn and Jim were going to have more part of this, but I don't think so. I think it's Kurt and Troy that used Chase. Oh my gosh. Why? I gotta be careful with my words. I'm trying. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. I don't know how to ask this. Okay, I have another question. Does Kurt's backhoe have anything to do with Dylan's disappearance? Does Kurt's backhoe have anything to do with Dylan's disappearance? The star! The star! Oh, that's a yes for me. Aquarius energy, a wish her to the universe, or a wish fulfillment. channeling, vulnerability. A star to me is yes. And we have the 10 of Pentacles, the most financial, abundant life. Everything you worked hard for, you have now. You now have. This is crazy. We've had so many star cards. Okay, I'm going to get another deck. Wow, I do have a few more questions I have to ask because it's right here, and I got to. But I think this is what's going on. We need. Let's use the Herb Crafter's Tarot. Oh my gosh, you guys! All right, so my next question is, why did authorities wait a week later to process Dylan's boots? Because they waited a whole week. They just threw him in the back of their police vehicle or something like that. So why did they wait a whole week to process Dylan's boots? Why did authorities wait a whole week to process Dylan's boots? We have, okay. All right, that's the one. And we've got 8 of Air, which is the 8 of Swords. It's like mental imprisonment. Feeling tied up in your own head about decisions, and it's represented by the herb licorice. So let me get the guidebook. This is, I think, the longest read I've ever done. I love how this is all, I love this tarot. Okay, almost there. Okay, licorice. So why did they wait a whole week to process Dylan's boots? Know your limits and respect them. Proclaim your truth. Walk out through the gate. Maybe just kind of walking away, right? A large licorice plant stands in the foreground of an old garden. It is wild and needs to be cut down. The broken down wooden gate swings open at a small gust of wind, revealing the wide open meadow through the thick branches of the unruly plant. A dilapidated stone arch blocks the view to the clear sky beyond. What holds us back is not always clear. Are you feeling fenced in by the circumstances of your life? Staying isolated seems safe, but like this overgrown garden, it could become a prison of your own making. Know your limits. There's no shame in saying no. Constant internal dialogue may have silenced you, but your body can no longer hold that story inside. Take responsibility for your thoughts and clear a path to freedom. Licorice heals the vocal cords. Speak your truth aloud to others. It will give you power. A power shared is a power multiplied. Licorice medicine is soft and sweet. Be kind to yourself as you meet your boundaries head on. I think just not really taking it seriously, honestly. Okay, so now, did Dylan... Oh, let's ask this. Why are there so many loops about the information on Dylan's case? Why are there so many loops about information on Dylan's case? Why are there so many loops surrounding Dylan's case? And we've got the Empress. Number 3, communication. It's about communication. Totally. 100%. Yep. Okay, and then... Did Dylan take his own boots off and throw them? Did Dylan take his own boots off and throw them? Did Dylan take his own boots off and throw them? Ace of Water. That's a yes. Oh, hold on. I locked Kylan in. Okay. Anyway, aces is a yes for sure. This is Ace of Water, which is Ace of Cups. And it's represented by plantain. And I'm not sure what plantain is and what it's for. But aces is a yes. And then Ace of Cups is like a self-cup of love, overpouring of emotions. But aces is yes. I think he threw his own boots. Was it just because he casually just took them off and threw them? Oh, we have one card flipped over. 4 of Fire, which is the 4 of Wands. Home, family, structure, stability, represented by Elder. Okay, let's read that. 4 of Fire. Oh, that's air. 4 fire. Elder. Make a little magic. Stir up a special ceremony. Holy helpers guide you and lend you power. Honor the beings who guard the liminal places. He may have just been guided to throw him. There might not be like a specific answer. Okay? And it says, a wand is crafted on a table brimming with activity. Potions, plants, and yarn are scattered about. Berries spill out of a wooden bowl. A fire glows inside a wood stove, and an embroidered pillow of Guadalupe rests on a rocking chair draped in silk scarves. The room is cozy and full of light. Create a safe space to make a little magic. Elder provides protection from stormy weather. Maybe it was the raining and the stormy weather and things like that. Maybe they got wet inside or something. Okay? And maybe he just kind of got irritated and threw them, you know? Who knows? Stormy weather to small creatures and tender plants. It is a striking hedgerow plant steeped in mystical lore. Invoke the aid of holy helpers, like the crone who lives within the elder tree, guarding the portal between the land of the living and the realm of the dead. She appears in the frothy white blossoms of summer and the dark berries of fall. Practice magical arts, and move between the worlds. Honor the old ones. Elderberry syrup is a sweet remedy that heals a body weakened by invaders. Maybe he was getting like blisters and things like that, because that can happen, most definitely. Build a foundation that will sustain your work so you can create the life you desire. I think he just casually threw him. Okay. I've got a few more questions, and I will be wrapping this up. Let's see. Does Kurt Bacco have anything to do with Dylan's disappearance? We got a yes. That was a yes for me. Is Dylan buried? Is Dylan buried? Is Dylan buried? Are you kidding me? The star, represented by Cottonwood. Number 17, that adds up to an 8, which is death, rebirth, changes, regeneration. Represented by the star, or the Cottonwood is represented. Yeah, I think he's buried. Yep. I can't believe how many times we've gotten the star card. 3 cups and a star. 3 cups and a star. Okay. Was that Bacco used to bury Dylan? Was Kurt's Bacco used to bury Dylan? Curandera of Earth. And it's represented by sweetgrass. I don't know what the Curandera is. Hold on. Curandera of Earth. Sweetgrass. Sweetgrass rids off any negative energies, things like that. Okay, it says, the living earth is our greatest teacher. Earth. Did that Bacco bury Dylan? Okay, let's see. The living earth is our greatest teacher. Braid together love, health, and wealth. Then give it away. Let a holy fragrance bring you home. Several strands of sweetgrass have been woven into long braids in a well-tended meadow. An old woman weaves the long blades directly from the earth. Her hands are weathered from working the land. Her old sun hat, worn from decades of use, rests nearby. Her bracelets jingle as she lovingly connects with the sweetgrass, humming as she weaves. I think it might have been, for sure. I think there's a big possibility. The curandera of earth knows that when we share the sweetness of life with another, all may thrive. She brings attention to the rich bounty that nature provides. She visits her garden in the wild places often and shares her knowledge freely with her people. Sweetgrass grows best in community with other prairie land plants. Prairie. She understands, as Robin Wall Kimmerer writes in Braiding Sweetgrass, sweetgrass flourishes when it is harvested and declines when it is not. The curandera of earth tends the land out of a heart flowing. She says, thank you, thank you, thank you. People are drawn to her grounded, steady presence. Her counsel brings faith and inspires prosperity. And I know that sweetgrass grows in Montana. I'm not sure about like Idaho. I don't think it grows in Utah. All right, I just got a couple more questions. Is Dylan near the Great Salt Lake? Let's ask again. Is Dylan near the Great Salt Lake and see what we get. Is Dylan near the Great Salt Lake? Is Dylan near the Great Salt Lake? This one says Adelita of water. Adelita. I think that's the Knight of Cups. Wears his heart on his sleeve. He may put his emotions out there and feelings out there and gets hurt a lot, so he doesn't always finish the race. Sympathetic, sensitive. And it's water. And there's a river. And it's represented by Ocotillo. Activism, drive, autonomy. And let's find the Adelita of water. Ocotillo, protect your heartwood, but let your love blossom. Strong boundaries create healthy relationships. Boundaries. Boundaries. Reminds me of borders. Give your whole heart to your cause. A young woman is on a solo hiking retreat in the desert. I do think he's in the desert, yes. Not very far from his farm. The plant is crowned with vibrant pink blossoms and overlooks a river running through the canyon. There could be a river nearby where he is. And a canyon, it says. The bright blue sky is dotted with fluffy clouds. She adds flowers to the water to make tea, changing the liquid to a delicate pink. Maybe there's wild pink flowers. The Adelita of water is committed to nurturing her spirit. She knows that time alone allows for the discovery of her innermost desires. As the inner heartwood of Ocotillo is used as sturdy building material, she vows to be a model of self-care. Just as the beautiful flowers of Ocotillo remain safe at the top of the tall plant, covered in hidden thorns, she shares her heart with brilliant flair while keeping it safe and protected from harm. So there could be plants or weeds out there that have thorns and flowers, like at Ocotillo. She shares her heart with a brilliant flair while keeping it safe and protected from harm. She has a deeply caring center, but will battle to protect her boundaries when it comes to love. Okay. And one of my last questions was, did Dawn, Troy, and Kurt have any involvement? But I think it was Chase, Troy, and Kurt. And then my very last question is Dylan in a shaft. But we already asked that. We've already asked those 2 questions. So that is it, you guys. I've got to end it here because this has been crazy. This has been a whirlwind. I do think that Troy and Kurt have something to do with Dylan's disappearance, and they use Chase. I really do. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. I'd love to know. So please like, comment, share if you want to, subscribe. And thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. And I will be back later with another reading. I don't have any time to really pull a bunch of blessing cards right now. I will pull 1 blessing card because I always begin with my Archangel Michael cards and I always end with them. So I'll pull 1 more blessing card and then we will end this. 1 more blessing or any clues for where Dylan is. Any confirmation, any more signs, anything to help find Dylan in this case. 1 more blessing, please, to end this reading. Okay, we've got 1 that flipped over, and it is positivity. So stay positive about his case. It says, when you are positive, you keep directing a stream, maybe a river. Or some, what do they call them? River, stream, out of Great Salt Lake, something like that, maybe, of high vibration energy with your thoughts, words, and actions. This affects others and they help you towards your purpose. The angels are aware of the power of your positivity and they too will support your intentions. You choose your thoughts and attitudes, so focus on loving, abundant, and successful outcomes in every area of your life. Your positivity will make you feel happy, healthy, and fulfilled. Affirmation, I am positive and strong. Awesome. Okay, you guys. I will have to see you in the next reading, and I'd love to hear what you think, or believe, or your insight. So thanks again. I will see you guys later. Bye.